All right, so the first step in these problems of specific heat, write down the formula. The formula is right here. So I'm going to write it down here. Be a little patient with me. Q is equal to M times C times delta T. All right, check, number one. Number two, identify each variable that is given to you. So Q is equal to heat, which is usually in the units of joules, or J. So water has a specific heat of, this is not heat, if you notice, the units do not match. This is specific heat, which we'll find in a bit. How many kilojoules of heat? So they're asking how many kilojoules of heat. They want to know Q. So I do not know Q, all right? So that means that I have to go and identify the other variables that they do give me. So let's do it with yellow. M is equal to mass. So let's see if they give us mass. Water has a specific heat of this. How many kilojoules are absorbed with 1 kilogram? There it is, there's the mass, there's my M. So here is my M. Next, specific heat, C. So specific heat will be in that complicated unit of joules per grams per degree Celsius. So water has a specific heat of, boom, there it is. Specific heat, we found it. And last one, a temperature change. So anytime that you see delta, or like that little triangle right here, it means change. So you are going to subtract final minus initial. So I have to find where they tell me temperature change. Oop, look, there's a temperature change right here. So I have all parts of my formula ready to go. So because I'm looking for Q, it means that I need to plug in something for M, something for C, and something for delta T. So if I look at my units, all of these are in kilojoules, kilograms. I put here that my units should be in joules and grams. However, because all of the units match, so this is in kilojoules and this, and the question is asking about kilojoules, and then this is in kilograms, and the question is giving me kilograms, I can go ahead and work with these numbers directly, though you have to pay attention in other problems that the units do match correctly. Okay, so mass. They gave me mass is equal to 1. So mass is 1. Times my specific heat. My specific heat I found in my green was 4.18. Times 4.18. Times. This little dot represents times. Delta T. So delta T is one term. Delta T is going to equal to my final minus initial. So my final temperature minus my initial temperature. This is really hard to write. Okay. So my final temperature is this right here. So water is heated from this to this. So at the end, this was my temperature. So this is my final, 85, minus initial, I started with 18 degrees Celsius. So this is my starting, my initial. So my delta T, my change in temperature, is 85 minus 18. Let me pull out my calculator. 85 minus 18 is equal to 67. And it is degrees Celsius. I'm not going to worry about units in this equation until the very end. So times my change in temperature, delta T, is 67. All right, and now all I have left to do is multiply my numbers. So 1 times 4.18 is 4.18 times 67 is equal to 280.06. They didn't tell me to round to anything, so I'm just going to leave my answer as this. Last thing I need is to do my units. So the units are here, kilojoules, that is what I was looking for. You can also get it from Q. You know that your Q should be in energy unit, so joules. But remember, we are working with kilojoules. So this is my final answer, 280.06 kilojoules.